it's Susie, and this morning we're headed to Vancouver Island. Hannah booked a 7 a.m. ferry ticket and we're en route right now. Our ETA is looking like 7 a.m., which isn't a good sign. For those of you watching this video, do not repeat the same mistake we made. If the boat departs at 7 a.m., please make sure to arrive an hour early, or else you risk losing your spot and being placed on the waiting list. Being on the waiting list offers no guarantee of getting on the boat, and the ferry departs approximately every hour. Oh, fingers crossed we'll make it onto the next ferry at 8 a.m. Oh my god. Hallelujah! 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 We just barely made it! Woohoo! Once parked, we exited our vehicles and attempted to take the elevator. But the elevator was so crowded that we opted for the stairs, which was quicker. The ferry had multiple levels, including an upper deck where you could step outside to enjoy the ocean view, but we decided to find seatings by a window inside. We were also in urgent need of outlets to charge our phones when we discovered that our car only had USB-C ports, which weren't compatible with our USB cables. The ship was equipped with various amenities, including a cafeteria, a souvenir shop, a children's playroom, and even a pet-friendly area. I even noticed a VIP room available for those willing to pay a premium for added comfort and privacy. After a journey of an hour and a half, we were almost at our destination. A few minutes before reaching land, the captain instructed all drivers to return to their vehicles. Once we received the green light to disembark, we found ourselves immediately on an open road. Jojo tried to rush to put an address on the GPS, but I would like to advise everyone to take their time because upon disembarking, there's only one way to go and you'll be on that route for some quite distance. So don't feel rushed to put in an address on your GPS. We're headed to downtown Victoria. Woo! Let's go! Our original plan was to reach Blue Fox Cafe for brunch at 8 a.m., but due to the ferry incident, we were behind schedule. I highly recommend visiting this cafe, but be sure to arrive early as the line can get quite long. It was a bit unpleasant to wait as the street had a pissed smell all over, so we decided to search for another nearby brunch to save time. I found the breakfast burger to be quite tasty. I also requested a surprise drink from the server, but I immediately regretted it when I was served a lavender flavored drink. That's because I'm not a fan of the lavender scent and my nose is particularly sensitive to it. After brunch, we began to walk towards the water with very little time to spare. The weather in Victoria was scorching with the sun beating down on us. My skin was certainly in need of some relief. Fortunately, the stroll around the harbor was pleasant and the breeze coming off the water helped cool us down. This was my second visit to Victoria and I must say, it looked exactly the same as it did back in 2020. Hannah was feeling quite thirsty, so we decided to stop at a cafe for her to grab a cold drink. Next, we headed to Butchart Gardens, which is about 30 minutes drive from Victoria Harbour.
Yes.
Butchart Gardens is a 119-year-old, world-famous 55-acre display garden situated in Brentwood Bay, British Columbia. Founded in 1904 by Jenny Butchart and still privately owned and operated by the family. As soon as we entered, I got into trouble for using my selfie stick.
Miss, just letting you know there's actually just no selfie sticks allowed.
Some interesting facts that I found out was that Mr. Bichar obtained a cement recipe that would make him one of the first in Canada to produce Portland cement. When Mr. Bichar's cement company exhausted the limestone in the quarry, it left a 3.5-acre hole on the property. In efforts to make the area more appealing to the eyes, Mrs. Bichar's creativity was sparked, transforming the hole into a beautiful garden. The garden proved to be so successful that it continued to grow, and so did the public interest surrounding it. Today, the garden is considered a National Historical Site, and approximately 1 million people visit from all over the world each year. Their revenue in 2023 was $110 million. My favorite part of the garden was a particular path that, from the outside, resembled a forest. However, after strolling through the forest, it opened up to a stunning view of the garden on a hill. Wow, what a view! The garden had nothing but delightful surprises along the way. The sun was scorching hot, so we would often make sure to rest in the shade. Fortunately, we had brought a cooler filled with frozen water bottles for this trip. It was incredibly refreshing to sip on some ice-cold water during our visit. I love carousels, so I was thrilled to discover one that I could ride for $2. Although the ride was brief, it made me feel like a child again. I was particularly excited to see the rose garden, as roses are my favorite. However, when I arrived, it was somewhat disappointing because there weren't a lot of roses in sight. Maybe it wasn't the right season? Who knows? Surprisingly, the insects weren't a problem. There were plenty of bumblebees going about their daily business, unconcerned with our presence. The Japanese garden had a soothing and serene atmosphere with plenty of shaded areas. To my surprise, I found out that you could actually enjoy some afternoon tea in the garden. All in all, Vichara Garden was undoubtedly more beautiful than the Van Dusen Garden in Vancouver, and I highly recommend everyone to come and visit. For dinner, we went to Mango Thai, a restaurant on the way to our hotel. Also, a question for everybody watching. How do you guys feel about the recent voiceovers in my videos? Do you guys prefer voiceover or a silent vlog with captions? Please share your answers in the comment below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you!